our fancy painted bird. And in order to do this, we need a couple things. We need paper, and this bird that you see here was made out of coffee filter paper. Now, some of you are going to say, I don't have coffee filter paper. That's okay. You can use a paper towel. We need something this size. A lot of paper towels, they actually are a little smaller. So if it's not small like this, you got to cut it in half. And then you're going to cut it in half again. All right, so you're going to get a piece about this big. It's almost a square, but not quite. If you have your coffee filter paper, unless it's very small, you're going to cut that in half. It's really small, you'll have to get 4 of them. Okay, so you can see that we're going to use 4 pieces of paper. Whoops. Okay, 4 of these, or 4 of these. Okay, so that'll make it very colorful because you can make different colors on each piece of paper. All right, so this is going to be messy. We're not going to paint because I don't know if everybody has paints, but we're going to use our markers, our regular markers, not Sharpies, not anything permanent, and water. So that's going to be messy. So I just want to remind you too, put something on the table. Either this is a kitchen garbage bag. That works really nicely. You can use newspaper or something like that. All right. We're also going to need circles. So here are some circles that fit. The circles that will fit on the paper. Here's one. Here's an example. Anything that just makes a circle. These are good. All right. Or this. Okay. So, and you're going to need your markers. Now, just your regular markers. So here's a bunch of them. Now you're going to need a paintbrush. A paintbrush, a foam paintbrush, a regular paintbrush is fine. Okay, so what if you don't have one? I'm going to show you very quickly how to make it, and after this video, it'll also be up on the in your assignment how to make it. So you get a pencil, you get a piece of sponge, you cut the sponge to the shape you want, usually long. You wrap that around just like that, and then you get a rubber band. All right. I just had the second grade were making their own, and they did a fabulous job. Very easy. Boom, very quick. So have an adult help you make this. All right, and that's all we need. If you have a paintbrush, you don't have to bother. All right, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to use your markers, all right, to color these. And you're going to put designs on them. No more than 2 colors on each. So how about if I do bright pink and yellow on this one? All right, so good thing is to practice your lines. Let's do some, and use the side, gets a lot of color on it. Squiggle lines on this one. Squiggle lines. All right. And maybe these are straight lines here. All right, now you can see there's some parts that aren't colored. All right, now let me get 2 more colors. So we're going to go through this. Green and this blue. All right, maybe you want to do some shapes. Here's some shapes. All right, and I'm going to put another shape inside here. Another circle. Okay, like that. And maybe some more blue circles out here. All right, that's fine. All right, so that's green and blue. Here's another kind of green. And I'm going to make this with green and yellow again. So you can use the same color more than once, but no more than 2 colors on a page. All right, so let's go back to doing our lines, and maybe we'll do lines. Okay, and then we'll do some shapes. So what's a good shape? How about a triangle? It's not going to be easy for you to see this, but And I can combine the shapes and the circle and the lines, shapes and lines. So that's like that. And we have one more. And I'm going to do, now what do we have over there? How about my blue and pink? Again, how about, no, I'll do blue and pink. That's fine. That's fine. All right. Now, so maybe I'll do a zigzag, or I could follow these here. I can follow the lines that's already on this. That would be cool. And then I could do a zigzag here. So you can see on all my papers that I left some white, and you're going to see why. You don't have to color it in because you're going to put water on it. Can you see that? And what the water does is it blends everything together. You probably heard of tie-dye. It's kind of going to make it like a tie-dye. So you have some design and some is blended. Let's try that again. You might have to wash your brush out with a paper towel between these. You can go like that if you want to really blend the colors. That's up to you. All right. So let's just get this, or you can dab it so it doesn't get blended too much at all. Just make sure everything's wet because that's going to really make it colorful. It's going to make the colors go all over. That was a good one. Now let's try this one. You can see how messy this is getting. That's why I'm moving. If you do it on newspaper, it won't be as messy. And this, I'm going to follow the lines. And maybe I'll just squiggle some of the lines together a little bit. Okay, there you go. There you go. All right, now, these are really, really wet. And we're just going to leave them there, and they are going to dry. And that's going to take pretty long time. So I'm going to move this. Okay, move this out of the way because this is messy. Right, you know what? I'll put these here. I like to dry them up there. Where you have to ask where is a good place to dry them in your house. Right. And I would say like 2 hours and they will be dry. Okay. Okay, now these were already done last week. Okay, so these are the ones on the paper towel. Oh, and you can see how funky they are. Orange and pink, turquoise, and blue. I think it has a little purple in it actually. Yellow and green, and you can still see the zigzags. Turquoise and purple. So that was a nice one too. All right, now somebody is going to help you draw your circles because these all have to be in circles. So that's why we're going to get something like this or like this. All right. Now, you really, it's easier if you just cut out more than one. All right. And I think with the filters, you can cut out all 4 of them at one time. All right. Some of the kids in K, if you really have a hard time cutting out circles, might want to ask somebody to help you with this too. First graders, if you do, that's fine too. You make the call. Are you a good circle cutter or do you need a little help? All right, there's 2. So the paper towels I did 2 at a time. The coffee filters, I really think you could cut all 4 of them out at once because they're so thin. Okay. Wow, and you can see that they're all different colors. So now we have 4 different circles in 4 very bright, nice colors. Okay, you're done for the week. All right, you're going to come back next week and we're going to show you how to make a bird out of these, okay? So what you want to do is find someplace like an envelope and stick them in. You can put circles, you can put "or my bird" on it, and bring it back next week. And that's it for now.